Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dakota's Political Circle, and I am doing the 2024 Senate map prediction for February. Sorry, I'm a little late for this, guys. As I said in my last video that it's just been my computer that's messing up. Hopefully, this video turns out. I'll have to watch the other one to see if it actually turned out right. I think it did, but I'll have to watch. But yeah, I'll be doing a Senate prediction today, guys. My Senate prediction has definitely changed from last month. I've gotten a little bit more educated on certain states because I'm not as educated on like Senate and House predictions as a lot of people. So I've gotten more educated on that. Now, my presidential prediction, I think I did pretty well this time. So let's just do my Senate one now. And obviously, I know the terms now. I've started to learn the terms from watching some political YouTubers and stuff. Sorry about that. You might hear my phone in the background. It's just this laptop in the way. Even if my phone's on vibrate, you can still hear it, which kind of sucks. But hopefully, you don't hear that. Okay. So let's start with the safe red states. Okay, so I'll do Utah, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, Nebraska, the second seat, Missouri, Mississippi, Tennessee, West Virginia. That's a new one because Joe Manchin's going to be gone, and I think it's going to be safe red no matter what. There's not even a scenario where it could be likely or lean. Not at all, because West Virginia is a safe red state, and I think this is the last time you'll ever see a Democrat senator or Democrat anything in a big, unless there's like a big name in the state of West Virginia. So this is the last time you'll ever get to see anything like that. So this time it's going to be red. So safe red for West Virginia, and then there's going to be Ohio. Even though some people think this could be likely or something. Actually, now I'm going to put Ohio a little bit different. Let me change that. I don't think it's going to be safe, but I think it's going to be something different. So, Indiana. Then I think I might have got them all. Let me look. Okay, I'm going to keep those different. Okay. Yep, that's good right there. So now safe blue. Some safe blue states. Wait, hold on. Sorry, guys. I keep forgetting. So let me leave Montana off. I almost forgot about that. There's something in there I want to put. So safe blue states. Washington, California. Let's do all these blue. Sorry, I forgot about Montana. I always think of it as blue for presidential, but I forgot about the Senate race. I was thinking about the Senate race. So, and then New York. Any others? No, I think that's all the safe blue. Oh, actually, Hawaii. Almost forgot about Hawaii. Okay, now let's do the likely Republican states. Now, these are Texas. I think Texas will be likely. Even though some people think Ted Cruz is going to underperform. Sometimes he does. He's not very likable. Even though I really like Ted Cruz. Not a lot of Texans like Ted Cruz. But I think it'll be likely still. Florida, I think that'll be likely. I was thinking about putting that in safe, but I think it's going to be likely. Any other likely Republican? Okay, this is the one. I want Ohio to be likely. The reason is because the senator they have in now, he is, even though he's very he's very democratic, like a Democrat, but he is very likable. So it's going to be hard to get him out, but I do think it'll be likely. I think Ohio as a state is going to get him out. I just don't see them not getting him out. Like Ohio is a big Republican state. They're not like West Virginia in a sense where they would like keep a Democrat senator even though their values go opposite. I honestly think Ohio is going to switch. I think it'll be likely. I don't think it's going to be safe. I want to switch that opinion than what I had before. Any others that I think are likely Republican? I think that's all the likely ones I would say. Okay, now likely Democrat. Any likely Democrat I can think of here? I would say no likely. Well, maybe. But no. I'm not gonna say no likely. No likely Democrat. Any Republican lean? Okay. I would say lean. Personally, I would say with lean, I would say if any of these. Okay, maybe no Republican lean. No Republican lean. What about Democrat lean? Yeah, I think there's a few Democrat lean. So Virginia, I would say, is a Democrat lean. The reason is because I think Virginia is turning more and more red every day, but I don't think they're red enough to even flip. This one as well, I think PA is going to be lean. The only reason is because PA never wants to go with a Republican senator or any other congressional thing other than president. I don't know why. It's very weird, but that's what they do over there. But McCormick has been going up a lot in the polls recently. I think he's at +5 or +6 from a recent poll I saw. I mean, not up, down +5, +6, not up. If he was up +5 or +6, I'd be surprised. But no, down +5 or +6. So that's higher than I was expecting from him. But I still don't think it's going to be that close. I think it's going to be lean for PA in the lean column for Senate. Another one would be Maine. I think Maine is going to be lean no matter what. Even if Trump gets really close in Maine, I still just think Maine's going to be lean. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to change. Another one would be New Mexico. I think New Mexico would be lean. I think New Mexico could get closer over time. Like, I think New Mexico could be tilt in like the near future if the Hispanic population is going Republican and more Republican over time. Just kind of like in Florida, for example, or like in Texas, they're going more Republican. So I would say that is helping Republicans, but I don't think New Mexico is going to switch. Any others? I would say Minnesota. Minnesota, even though I think they're going to be closer in the presidential election, I don't think they're going to swap anything in democratically. I think that the Democrats are going to keep Minnesota because Minnesota hasn't really wanted to switch red for a while now. And for Senate specifically, I just don't see that happening. They've tried to do it in the past, and it's just never worked out for them. I just don't think it's going to work. Any others? I think. No. Okay, let's go Republican and tilt. Tilt Republican. Now this one's going to be interesting. So I'm going to say tilt for Nevada. I think Nevada's going to be tilt Republican. Now, the reason is because I think Nevada's going to be exceed expectations Republican in the presidential election. But for the Senate, I've seen polls where I've seen it's been random because Nevada polls are crazy, but I think that it could be close and that it could go either way. But I'm gonna say Republican because I don't know. I just think Nevada to me is like, I don't know. It's just like a state that's like you just don't know what's gonna happen in that state. Anything could happen. You just don't know. It's just a hard decision for me to say what could happen in that state. Now for Montana. Now this one's interesting. I think Montana is going to be tilt, and it could actually go either way. I think Montana is going to be interesting because it's weird because they really want to keep they really want to have the Democrat senator instead of the Republican, but it is Montana after all, and I think anything could happen. I think Montana could switch to Republican or Democrat. I think Montana is failing in the aspect of trying to get a Republican conservative senator. They really need to get that stuff together. But, I mean, if they do fail, I mean, there's other states you can accompany with this and to help Republicans out. Okay, any other tilt Republican? I think, now this one is going to be interesting. I would say, I think Arizona could do it. Now, Arizona, to me, I think that one's going to be like a 50-50 in any shot. I think Arizona could go Republican or go Democrat. Anything could happen. Like, they could go Republican or go Democrat or not go Republican at all. Like, it in their Senate and, like, congressional elections, you never know what's going to happen. Republicans have usually been failing in Arizona, so I would say tilt D, but I really don't want to because I still think that they could succeed. I think Carrie Lake is the senator that's trying. I mean, the one that's trying to run for the Senate, and I think she has a shot. It's just very hard to determine that. I think it's going to be tilt. I think it'll be close. I think it'll be very, very, very close. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Now with Wisconsin, I think Wisconsin is going to be tilt D. Wisconsin is going to be interesting. It'll be a 50-50 state, but I don't think they're going to go Republican at all with the Senate. I just think it's going to be tilt. They always stick with Democrats. And just like with Michigan, I think Michigan's going to be tilt D. It could go Republican. Like, that actually could go to Republican. That is very, very possible. Like, that's highly likely that could happen. But I'm not going to, like, say it will, but it's possible mainly because Michigan has been going really, really high for Trump in the polls lately. They're one of the top, like, battleground states that are going really high. But like PA, for example, they used to be a big battleground state that would go either way. Michigan was that as well, but for some reason, Michigan right now is going crazy with Trump, and they want Trump really bad. But it's weird because in the Senate they don't want Republicans really at all. But it's close. I don't know. I think if I got more polling, I would say Michigan in the Republican column. But for now, I'm going to say tilt D. Now, based off of my last map, I would say I don't think anything really changed. I think I just got more better with how I perceive things. Like, I think before I said Ohio was safe. I don't think they're safe because I looked at the Senate map. I mean, I looked at the Senate polls and everything like that, trying to determine, and I was like, well, they're a really conservative state, but they're just not going to stick with what they have. But I don't think it's going to be safe. But then there's Michigan and Wisconsin. I kept that the same because it's really 50-50. You just never know with them. Michigan, it's getting close for me. If the polls get closer, I would consider Michigan in the tilt Republican column. But I'm not gonna count it yet. I'm just gonna wait it out for that first. Montana really changed for me. I said safe Republican. The reason for that is because I wasn't really looking at the polls much. I'm not really I haven't been really when I started out with the YouTube channel in the beginning of the year. I wasn't really fully informed, so now I'm getting better informed. So yeah, Montana tilt Republican. It's very interesting that Montana could be going to the Democrat side, and they might not be able to switch that seat. That's very weird, but I still think Montana holds on. Nevada and Arizona were the same for me. I wanted to put. I was thinking about putting Arizona in the Dem, or Nevada, but mainly Nevada. Arizona, I think more is Republican in the sense for Senate than Nevada. I think Nevada is more Republican in the presidential election. But I still think both could go Republican. Like it could go either way, but I would say both Republican. So more or less that's basically how my map went. I don't think anything else has changed on my map from last month other than what I said. But that's what these are about. Like anything can change. But for now, I still have 54 to 46, just like my last month. I just have different columns for who I think how likely some could win and how likely some couldn't. Like for example, if Republicans could even pick these off, they'd have 56. If Democrats could pick off Montana, now the ones that are likely, I wouldn't say Montana is likely, but I would say they could pick off these two. Like that's possible for them. And that would be 52, 51. So 51, and they got these as well. So Republicans could still win. As long as they hang on to as long as they get Montana, they're safe. They're fine. I think that's going to be fine for them. As long as they get Montana, they're fine. And or if Trump wins the White House, they could have a 50-50 if they lose Arizona and Nevada. If they don't get Arizona, Nevada, and Montana. So I mean 50-50, that's fine as well. It works for me as long as Trump wins the White House. But anyway, yeah, that's basically the video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's basically kind of like the last month's, but I just informed myself better on these issues. So it definitely helped me in the long run. But hopefully next month's is way different with polling, and hopefully it's better for Republicans, definitely. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not sure when my next video will come out. Maybe in the next couple of days. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.